Hello my friends and welcome back to Dinant. I know exactly how to play this now, and to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed, but we will talk about that once we get into it. This is definitely one of these missions that has a very specific way to win, and I'll talk about it. I'm not sure how easy it will be to do on hard mode, but I'm not going to climb down on the difficulty because that's just how I roll. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay. Now there was some hint of this last time, but the enemy will receive 6 political points per turn for holding the Sinian Sellers. Now, there's Sellers. They are completely undefended, apart from some roadblocks. Now, on the second turn, the British are over here somewhere. They'll come and reinforce them. So you must, with preference, get them on the first turn. Else, get them on the second turn. The second turn is your last chance to get them. If you don't get them, the Americans will be making 18 political points per turn. And so they will be able to summon big units every single turn, or airstrike you into the ground. Conversely, you get 6 political points for holding the tile that you started with, these two, and the Americans get 6 for this one. So basically, whoever controls these two towns controls the political points. Now, of course, like the good strategist that I am, I checked up here to make sure that there wasn't a big-ass flank waiting to swoop in behind me, and there was. But the thing is, the scenario is designed in such a way that the units that are up here, they can't move. They're not allowed to move for several turns. So, in other words, you are effectively pushed into going into these all-out attacks, and the forces are set up in such a way that if you don't succeed in them, they will immediately come and overwhelm you. But making any motions to actually, encircle and destroy and secure your backside simply results in the Americans getting boatloads of political points for having these territories. Which, of course, is super bad for you. I can't remember if there's an enemy unit there. I think there might be a big enemy unit here. But that's not where we want to go. We want to go up here. So the enemy unit in this town is just a roadblock. Uh, 10 points to spend. Is there genuine? There should be a roadblock here. There it is. So when you've got enough units, you should be able to just walk in. Because it's just a roadblock. There's no way for you to know this. But as you can see, it's instantly capitulated. I think there are more enemy units up here as well, but you don't need to go up there, so that's fine. With that secured, that is the political points that you wanted in the bag. Knowing full well that the units up here cannot move for several turns, and by choking them out here, they will be unsupplied and thus will be completely ruined by the time they're free to maneuver. You are you're clear to do whatever you want to them, basically. Okay, that did absolutely nothing. We'll even pull up the HQ just to have complete control of the area. Now that's 6 political points that they are never going to get, and 6 political points for me, which I am going to get straight away. And that's huge. I mean, that just makes an unbelievably huge difference. Now, the other town to get is this one. And this one is not so easy to get, but there is a path to it. And once again, it's a fact of knowing that there's nothing around. Pre-knowledge. Now we do have to clear this. This unit here has to be removed. The roadblock here could potentially be taken down with a summon on the next turn. Because if I keep my 6 political points now, and I get 12 more, that will take me to 18 political points, which would allow me to summon a full unit. So once again, this is a roadblock. Nothing exciting. Just a little bit of spice to make it capitulate, and it's donezo. Once again, you don't know this, but this unit cannot move. All the American units cannot move for 2 turns. So since it cannot move, you are free to just bypass it. And bypass it you shall. Look at this position already. If there's only a roadblock there, I can immediately swoop in on that next turn. Right, we are going to want to put a unit here just to make sure that this doesn't do anything. Not that it can do anything right now, but what I mean is in the future. Live and die by the plan. You can send this unit down this way just to be even more annoying. There are no enemies down there either. This is a roadblock, isn't it? I think. Actually, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it's a roadblock. No, it's not. I'm glad I probed it. Okay, it's another unit that can't move. That's fine. I didn't need absolutely everything. You'll notice here that a lot of these units are low on fuel already. That is literally, you have enough fuel just to actually do these objectives. Now, one other thing that we should do is the cheese team here. The British are going to try on the first turn to reinforce this town. The best way to prevent that is to sit behind the lines with the griefers. I can't remember where they move from, so I'm just going to have to take a guess here, but I think blocking here will be sufficient. Take these towns from behind to be as annoying as possible. And then sit here to prevent reinforcements from going down this major road. This is like a dirt road, and this is a dirt road. This is a major road. They've only got two ways to get here to reinforce it. They either take this major road or this one, and this one's the shorter one, so I think they take this one. I gotta stop them from actually getting in. Okay, that's where my flak guns are. So that did not go well for them. You'll notice only a couple of airstrikes. Why? Because they don't have the political points to do them. And now I've got 16 political points to start with, which is an absolutely enormous amount of political points. Right, the main goal now. You'll notice here, look, I've already got 52 victory points out of 100. Just for choking these guys. So, the main thing to do now is to surround and destroy this unit. Moving units close to it first so that I can see it. Going to do a tank drive. Oh, does he not have the? He's only got a few points. Let's do a recon expansion for a unit that's actually got a good recon element. Let's do it for the engineers. Right, precious artillery attacks. Okay, not much damage, but that was not the point. Die. They're completely broken. Capitulation! Okay, that destroys their ability to fight there. I don't think that these are defended. They might be. Nope. Let's not just go running headlong into that, though. Oh, they spotted it before they moved. Good work, boys. Could be a roadblock, actually. Alright, these towns are now protected. I don't know if that is a roadblock or not. I don't have any way of finding out. So give it a probe. Let's just probe it. It is a roadblock. It is a roadblock. Goodbye, roadblock. Okay, so these guys have been cut off and starved of supplies for eternity. This small team of artillery here is guarding my home supply base. Now we need to strangle this to regain the final supplies. Notice that the British have appeared. I don't know if they're in position yet to stop me from... I don't know if they managed to move any units into here. I know that there's only a roadblock there. By default. Oh, don't tell me there's not even a roadblock. That can't be right. Grenadiers. It's the only unit I can afford. Let's plop it right here. Right in their face. Okay, I think that's just the roadblock. I'll go for an offensive push. We can only do one of these things, unfortunately. Can't just use the points. %31 extra assault power. I would like to be able to see that unit though. Every unit that I move next to it is giving me additional reconnaissance points on it, so it's not. This is not like this is a fruitless endeavor. Let's do a little. Can I do a probe? No, not with that unit anyway. Let's do a little probe with this one because it hasn't got many action points anyway. Okay, it's just the roadblock. Goodbye, roadblock. Destroyed. And that's it. That's another 6 political points per turn. So now I'm in a completely overwhelming position politically. Now I can summon big regiments every other turn. These units will probably be free to move, but they've been cut off from supply for 2 turns. So they're probably already in a state of suffering, and actually will probably even struggle against these artillery emplacements. Even if they don't, I can just summon a unit there. So now this is a winning. I mean, this is a winning position now. You could just kill the allies, but you can push for Dinant, should you so desire it, and I do desire it. So without their precious political power, of course, they cannot summon airstrikes onto my head all day long. Just pulled this unit back because it's not receiving supplies due to the interdiction by this unit, which is a unit that I will want to get rid of. Eventually. Without recon, I could not really hurt it. Well, anyway. This is the old grief team. It is now in full supply. I don't remember if this sector is taken. This is like a danger tile for the enemy. Oh, it's artillery down there. Have these guys actually got a... I don't think they've got a shot on it. This poor artillery is on the low ground, completely undefended. Oof! I lost 1 anti-tank gun and 2 infantry. And he lost 7 sextons. 1, I think that's a Bren carrier, 1 transport and 1 infantry. But he actually lost the bulk of the actual artillery there. Ouch. The funny part is that because of the way the scenario has been designed, the Americans can't do anything about this. Like, they're donezo. Let's see if the grief team can do anything else. I guess that's as far as they can go. For now. We know that these are huge infantry units that are basically untouchable for me without overwhelming force. couple of airstrikes. Is all they managed. I think these units are starting to move now. I have 16 political points once again, so I could summon another giant army. See that the British tanks are out and about. I can give them a little help. Oof. Goodbye. This is a full army that I summoned in, so it's a monster, as it were. Okay, we saw that. That's a sexton. I can actually summon in another grenadier battalion or another Wehrmacht unit. So I have to be aware of units trying to sneak up behind me. The real question is how much you know, these guys are they've been out of supply for 3 turns now. So how much are they realistically going to do? Or I could just leave them there. Maybe probe him just to use the artillery on him. Man, the probe cost me 6 half-tracks. That's shocking. Catch. That was almost not even worth doing. Oh well. Enhance your recon. Alright, just get in there and probe it. Oh, he doesn't have enough for... He doesn't have enough AP for a probe. What a pain. I think this is just an artillery unit here, but I just... want to be careful. It is. Butcher them. That's it. That high ground is perfect for me. These tank units up here are extremely scary. Maybe setting up some anti-tank right on the hill would be a good idea to interdict them. What's going on supply-wise, actually, while we're here? Supply in, supply to units, fuel in, fuel to units. There's plenty of fuel, 60,000 left, 9,000 required. But the amount of supply points is not great. This is an anti-tank team. I think it may be necessary for me to use it. Let's go. Dropped it right in. 9 7.5 centimeter guns. Should provide me with the defensive power I need. I wonder if that's defended. It is not. Okay, get ready, boys, to interdict these tanks. But the thing is, as long as I control the political points, it's going to slowly turn in my favor as I keep summoning in giant stacks of units. Can't do much about this one. Unfortunately, he's fully supplied, so... The grief team is waiting for fuel. No Yak Panthers. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't know how defended this is either, but it's probably takeable. Obviously don't want the Americans to retake the politically advantageous hexes, so... Move this artillery up to help me potentially soften enemies. Wow, they set their HQ to try and backcap that. Well, that is something I can punish. They sent their HQ to try and backcap. It's probably got no supplies either. I destroyed the bridge. That actually helps me. It is night time. He destroyed this bridge. This actually helps me. I don't want to attack here. This unit has almost no integrity. There's very little left of it. It has 23% integrity. I didn't want to push here. I don't want to push here. I don't want to push here. I just want them to just sit there. Because there's a bit of a mountain here. I can block here. So this has only benefited me. Ah, the grief team has been relinked up and has been refueled. In fact, all of my units have been refueled. They actually hurt themselves with that move. Now my question is their HQ still here? Or did it manage to slink off into the night? That is my question. And it's I'll probably check it. But anyway, that's it for now. As you can see, I have 17 political points now. So I can summon yet another giant stack of units. Whatever I want. Each one of these full integrity unit batches is or unit cards, whatever you want to call them, is just an enormous presence compared to the stuff that you start with. I'll note here that the British tank brigades have decided that attacking into Jagdpanthers and an anti-tank team is a bad idea, and so they haven't moved. And they're not willing to move down here, it would seem. Probably because I could just come in behind them and cut them off. So, yep. And the grief team could explore down here or up here. This is their secondary supply point, so I presume that they've got a main one. There it is. Interestingly, this river, if I can get like here, here, and here, and maybe even destroy this bridge, or get here, here, and here, and destroy the bridges, that would, I think, cut them off from supply pretty readily. I think I'd have to cut here too. I think I have to cut here, and cut here. And that would cut off the whole top quadrant of the map. Super bad times for my enemies. But anyway, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.